Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be, is she a nut or should I give her another chance? Well, if you apply what's in the book, the book is designed to bring out the best in the best women and to bring out the worst in the worst women as quickly as possible so you can move on. You want a girl with a healthy self-esteem, who was raised right, whose father did a good job of raising her, who's easygoing, easy to get along with, and most importantly, she's got to be nice to you. And she's got to communicate like an adult. A girl from a broken home, a girl who's incredibly insecure is going to get upset really fast when you're applying what's in the book. And when that happens, you can set a healthy boundary and tell her what your expectations are if she wants to keep seeing you. But you're not going to deal with, because this particular, this guy had 4 dates. He said he really likes shy girls and this girl's shy, but she won't progress anything beyond kissing. He can't get a single article of clothing off. And so the last time they were together, she came out of his bathroom and was, they were fooling around. She goes into the bathroom, comes out. She comes out all pissed off and says, there are blonde hairs in your hairbrush. I want you to take me home. He made a joke about, well, maybe they're your hair or mine. I don't know. Maybe they're both blondes. And then she turned her head when he went to kiss her goodbye. He's like, I haven't heard from her at all. And that's usually not a good sign. But the fact that she goes into his bathroom and gets mad because she's looking at the hairs in his hairbrush. It's like they've been on 4 dates. They haven't had sex or anything yet. And she's upset because she's examining his stuff in his bathroom, that's kind of weird. And plus copping an attitude about that's not a good sign at all. Definitely no bueno. So, it looks like she might be really insecure, maybe a little nutty. But again, this is why you apply what's in the book. You want to find out if you're dealing with a normal woman or a nut as quickly as possible. And if she's a nut, then you can dip. You don't want to find out 4 months later. You want to find out within days or weeks, if possible. Because the more emotionally invested you become and she becomes, the harder it is to disengage. Because when you really like her and she really likes you, and then you find out she's a nut, you go, well, maybe I can make this work. And then just things keep happening. You're like, oh, well, it was a one-off. Okay, well, it's only happened a couple of times. And okay, well, it only happens every once in a while. And then you talk yourself into putting up with absolutely ridiculous things. So he says, hi, Corey. I've been following your work recently, and I've been trying to use your principles on a woman I am seeing now. I'm currently on my second read of 3% Man, and have been listening on Audible, too. I need your help to try and figure out what I've been doing wrong with this woman that I am dating now. So in the beginning, this woman asked to follow me on Instagram and put me on her best friends list. So that usually means she really likes you. I had never seen her before. I responded to one of her stories and we started talking. She said to me that she saw me in the hospital one day. I work as a doctor there. That signaled to me that she had high attraction, so I tried to set a date. We met the following week, and I asked her a lot of questions during the date, and we had a good time. After eating our food, I asked for the paycheck, and I could see the disappointment in her eyes as she wanted to continue to talk. Well, as the book says, you should be going to 3 locations. First place could be maybe a wine bar that, especially you guys are on a budget and you're out a glass of wine if you don't click. But if it goes really well, you can have a glass of wine, maybe an appetizer, or you go someplace else, maybe for a late dinner. And then after that, maybe a Dave & Buster's, or shoot some pool, or throw some darts, bowling, miniature golf, even Top Golf. You could go to a Top Golf because then you can do something physical, hitting golf balls, and you can eat and drink there as well. I think Top Golf is a great place to take a date. And it's a lot of fun because there's lots of people there and it's just got a great vibe. But at the end of the day, you do something physical or like a Dave & Buster's playing video games because it facilitates her touching you. And when she starts touching you, you can use a kiss test. And if she looks receptive, then you can go for the kiss. And usually it takes most women about 4 or 5 hours to be ready to sleep with you when you first start dating. He says, I noticed that she was very shy too, and I'm very attracted to shy women. We got in my car and I asked if she wanted to go to my place, and she agreed. That's a high level of interest. We started kissing and cuddling on the couch for a long time. Things would progress, but she would refuse to take her clothes off or have sex. Well, are you asking her to take the clothes off? You should be just slowly undressing. It's always best if you're making out, your hands kind of go up her shirt or her blouse. And then you can, with your fingers, if you know the trick, to undo the bra strap with your 2 fingers and see what happens. If she stops you, then it means you're going a little too fast. But if she lets the bra strap stay undone, then you can slowly move your hands around to the front and you can caress her boobies. And if she allows you to do that, then you can just go whoop with the shirt, the blouse, and whoop, and it comes right off. She may stop you. She may let you do it. If she's really comfortable, she'll let you do it. And then you can continue making out and then slowly remove the articles of clothing. But if you encounter resistance, then you stop moving forward. You kind of sit back, start asking questions and talking. She may put some of her clothes back on. And a delay is not a denial. It doesn't mean you just give up. And a lot of guys kind of do that. And all it really means is you're just going a little too fast, so slow it down a little bit. She's very shy, and I think she is still a virgin. I dropped her off at her house, and she sent me a text later saying that she had a great time, and I said the same thing. I waited 4 days to reach out to her. Again, what we're trying to do is take measured steps. 1 date per week that you reach out and initiate to her. But once she starts reaching out every couple of days, you don't really have to reach out or initiate anymore. You just wait to hear from her, and then when you do, assume she wants to see you, and you make the next date. And as her interest goes up, the amount of time in between her reaching out gets shorter and shorter until ultimately 5, 6, 7 weeks in, she's going to be texting you, calling you, FaceTiming you, usually a couple times a day. That's assuming you're following what's in the book. If she's really insecure and you're just doing the once a date week thing, as her interest goes up, and if she's a nut, she's going to react angrily to you. She's going to find reasons to get mad. You didn't text me enough. You haven't been calling me enough. You haven't done this. Again, easygoing, easy to get along with, and she's got to be nice. We don't want to deal with a cranky bitch or a cranky Karen. No fucking way. He says, I waited 4 days to reach out to her and set a second date, and that went well too. We still kissed, and she even touched my genitals. He sounds like a doctor. She touched my genitals, coach. But she did not let me take her clothes off again. 4 days later, I reached out and set a third definite date. She agreed, but I could sense something was off. 10 minutes before the date, she sent a text saying that I would always disappear and that she didn't want to date if it was just casual. I answered saying that I liked her and just wanted to get to know her and see where things would go. Then she accepted the date. We got to my place, and we would always progress things, but she wouldn't let me take her clothes off or have sex. On the 4th date, we were making out at my place, and it was progressing well. Then she asked to use the bathroom. Usually they go in there to freshen up a little bit. In case the cunnilingus is going to happen, she might do a little spring cleaning downstairs. When she got back, she seemed upset and said that she saw the blonde hair in my hairbrush. I knocked it off and said it was probably her hair or mine in a playful way. Are you guys both blonde? I'm guessing. And if she is blonde and you're blonde, but she's never used your brush, if you have blonde hair and she's mad that there's blonde hair in your brush, then it's like, that's a little cuckoo. But say you don't have blonde hair and she noticed there is blonde hair in there, then operational security, what the fuck, dude? Do you have your brush in the bathroom with somebody else's hair in it? It's like, come on, that's like obvious. Operational security, dudes. Don't have women's jewelry laying around or lipstick from another girl. Because women will do that shit. They'll leave shit behind to let other women know that, hey, another chick has been there. And so it appears she is thinking you shouldn't be dating or seeing anybody else. And she's probably not either, maybe. But at the end of the day, what are we looking for? Easygoing, easy to get along with. and she's got to be nice. Does this sound like she's easygoing? He says, after that, she didn't want to kiss me anymore and said she wanted to leave. Huh. Well, that's not good. On the way home, she didn't talk at all. I would have been like, wow, you're so quiet. It's like, are you okay? It's like, what's going on? I would have said something. I tried to kiss her goodnight and she turned the cheek. You know, she's clearly pissed off. And so it's pretty obvious she thought there's blonde hair in the hairbrush because she thinks you're boning somebody else. Maybe you are, but the fact that you got another girl's hair in your hairbrush, it's not good. Or maybe you got a sister that came over. It's like, oh, it's my sister's. Oh, it's probably my sister's blonde hair. She was using my brush the other day. Oh. But maybe you don't have a sister. Again, it's just bad operational security. You're getting sloppy. After that, I saw her at my gym 2 times, but she would just wave and smile at me, but still kept her distance. I didn't go to her because I didn't want to chase and risk turning her off. Well, it looks like she's already kind of turned off. And the fact she looks at you and smiles and waves and then doesn't even pay attention to you, something's changed. I just smiled and waved back to her both times. I feel like she's trying to avoid me. Well, that's not a good sign. It's been 3 days since our last date, and I didn't contact her yet. What do you think I should do in that case? Did I turn her off because I couldn't progress to sex? Or she probably thinks that I am just trying to get in her pants. Well, again, if she's turning the head like that, she's clearly pissed off. Maybe she's a little structured, but that's passive-aggressive behavior. Again, I would have asked some questions, and I know a lot of you guys that are kind of new to my work are kind of afraid to ask women things. Like, what's going on? You seem a little distant, honey. Talk to me. Should I talk to her at the gym next time I see her? Well, if she comes by, yeah. But if she's staying over there. So say, what I would probably do in this case, because, I mean, the fact that she gave you the cheek and she demanded that she wanted to leave, that's not a good sign. It seems like she's totally turned off. And then she's at the gym, won't come up to you. She's being nice and respectful, but it's almost like she doesn't want to see you again. So what I would do in this case, I think there's a low probability that she's going to want to go out with you again. So if it was me, I would wait 2 weeks just to see if she reaches out to you, or maybe she comes over to you in the gym, and see if that has a positive effect on her. And if you don't hear from her for 2 weeks, I would text her and say, hey, I'd love to see you again. What's your schedule like? And if she's mad or cops an attitude or tells you she's not interested, then you know she might say, well, after I saw the hairbrush, I was pretty sure you're dating somebody else. It's like, again, I don't know what the deal is with the hairbrush. Again, if you don't have blonde hair and she never used it and she does have blonde hair, maybe she thinks you're just trying to bone her and she's ultra conservative, or she's structured. Because again, is she easygoing? Is she easy to get along with? It sure looks like she's difficult. And the fact that she turned her head, why would you want to reach out after only 4 days? Because she turned her head, gave you the cheek. That's not good. I would wait 2 full weeks, 14 days. And if you still don't hear from her, I'd text her, try to set up another date, but I would say the chances of her accepting that are pretty low. And especially if she cops an attitude and she's all angry, then you say, look, we only went out on a handful of dates. We haven't been sleeping together. I barely know you. I like you. I'd like to get to know you better, but the fact that you're getting mad and you're angry and you're insulting me, it's like, that's not a good sign. And so if you want to continue seeing me, you're going to have to be nice. And you need to apologize for being rude if she's being rude to you. And if she doesn't, then just say, well, we're clearly not a good fit. So it was nice meeting you. I wish you all the best. Take care. But like I said, the probability that that you'll get another date doesn't look good. When she cuts a date short and then won't kiss you when you drop her off, it's almost like she's checked out. And then the fact that she sees you and smiles and waves but doesn't do anything, like I said, I would wait about 2 weeks just to see if she reaches out to you. And if she cops an attitude, in other words, if you get anything other than, oh, I'm so glad to hear from you, or oh, I didn't think you wanted to see me anymore, that's a good sign. But if she's like, oh, I haven't heard from you in 2 weeks, I'm not interested. You should have texted me. If she's mad and cranky, she's out. That means she's a nut. But either way, it's a good learning experience. But like I said, the likelihood that you'll see her again is it doesn't look good. Maybe she'll be in a different headspace. Who knows in a few weeks. That's why it'd be best to wait 2 weeks, see if she reaches out, and then see what her attitude is like when you do reach out after 2 weeks. So if you got a question or a challenge and you'd like to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the coaching tab at the top of your screen on any page of my website, and book a coaching session with yours truly. And if you haven't already signed up for our exclusive premium members-only content, in the video description of this video, there are links to join on YouTube, or you can join on Spotify, or our website, understandingrelationships.com. Just click the plans tab when you get there. And with our website, you can do a 7-day free trial to check out what content you get for your money. And if you choose an annual plan, you can get a 25% discount at the end of the 7-day free trial. So go to understandingrelationships.com, click the plans tab, sign up for a 7-day exclusive premium members only trial. And until next time, I will talk to you soon.